not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Bueno, esta misión, si la atacábamos, la matábamos a la bestia y nos llevábamos la saliva, pero esta te da una de las virtudes caballerescas que yo ya lo mencioné. No me acuerdo cuál es, pero lo que hay que hacer es se rompe la maldición. Y lo que hay que hacer es comer sin las cucharas.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Re
I think
tóxico.
it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Me reintoxicó la comida esa. A ver, acá había una... No, pero todavía no conseguí nada. Bueno, puedo abrir esto. Tendré que meditar para que pues se me acaben los extractos, a ver.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Pasamos de nivel como loco. Yo creo que voy a seguir un poquito más con las principales. A ver, no tengo... Ah, sí, podría guardar esta. Esta, la AMI, vamos a guardarla, la voy a poner acá.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
Bueno, vamos con Regis. Ahora por esta... Creo que por esta puerta entramos enseguida. No tenemos que hacer toda la travesía. Ah, está ahí arriba. Ah, voy a lootear esto que... A ver, este no lo leí.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Me estás espiando.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. That stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshem Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a hired vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Entonces los vampiros... Con razón hay tantos vampiros. Más allá que yo en realidad todavía me encontré con 2, pero ahí... Bueno, y la lamia. Pero hay todo tipo de vampiros en este DLC. Y es porque llegaron acá primero. Acá deben haber cosas, por eso antes de entrar quiero chequear acá. No sé si hay equipo de brujo o no. Me parece que en este lugar, ahora cuando entremos, hay un conjunto, hay una armadura, pero... Una armadura negra, me parece.
Victim's been disemboweled, intestines ripped clear out. Scurvers have gnawed on this corpse. Repeatedly.
equipo de brujo me parece que no hay, porque si no tendría que estar la marca de en la pared, ¿no? No la vi todavía. Bueno, no, parece que no hay nada interesante, ¿eh? O hay un bicho ahí. Me lo podría cargar a veces. Que son dragones, ¿no? A ver. Sí, uno de estos. Un briverno, algo así, no sé cómo se llama. A ver, tengo... ¿Por qué hace esto? Al pedo, si... No necesito. Esto lo voy a... ver, ¿dónde está? Ahí está.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect that it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Ahí está, ¿ves? Tensham Mutna. Tengo la espada de acero, armadura y pantalón. No me diga que llegué. ¿Qué pesa? Bastante esto, a ver. Y esto... ¿Qué hace esto? Matar enemigos reduce la vitalidad. La cantidad de vitalidad restablecida será igual a un 1% de la vitalidad máxima por cada enemigo por cada elemento equipado del conjunto. Vamos a seguir, no importa, no creo que tenga que correr.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Y este no dijo nada.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed. Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Las botas, la máscara. Son 6 piezas, nos faltan 2 más.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlove's. We both remained
Sí,
in this part of the
ya la habíamos visto. Mira, hay más. A veces se buguea y no dice nada.
Whose is this cliff?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Todos los símbolos es una mano con algo, digamos. Este con sangre, con un cuchillo.
Whose is this cliff?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
El otro tiene una serpiente. Los guantes, entonces me falta uno ahora. 4, 5, la espada de... La espada de plata falta. ¿Y esto qué tiene? Porque no le presté... No está mal. Lo que pasa es que es nivel bajo. Igual también mi espada de plata de acero es más bajo, pero porque es del Arrows Stone. Después cuando la cambie. Me falta, y ahora me queda la duda si me la habré salteado o la conseguimos después, la de plata. No, pero vamos, no creo porque ya vi todo.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
¿Qué está haciendo, eh? Yo dije, ¿qué va a hacer? ¿Y esto qué? Ah, colocar. No, y acá no está la... A ver. La espada de acero. Ah, no, pará. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, con la máscara es 6. No, entonces está bien, ya están las 6 partes. No, no hay espada de plata. Con la máscara de las 6 también. Ah, listo. Vamos a poner los cebos. Y ahora lo que tenemos que hacer es... Regi se va a encerrar y empezamos a matar todos los monstruos que vengan. Y se va a volver loco por la sangre, no la va a poder beber. Sí, lo agarra como una locura.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Y nosotros tenemos que matar los bichos, aguantar.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, so my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be able to. We must forge through.
I just smelled the blood.
Grove
can hear more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No. Because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count, sir.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the step. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Estamos en 46.
Not now, Geralt. I cannot move a step without your assistance.
Ah, tengo que ir a vender las cosas. Bueno, todavía puedo seguir avanzando en la principal. No hay problema. Bueno, voy a vender las cosas. Dejo la armadura en Corvo Bianco. Ya si me dan de vuelta 800 de experiencia ya pasaría a 47. Porque ya no tengo acá, ya... Lo único que nos quedó secundario es esto. Y esto y todas las interrogaciones, entonces por eso lo quiero hacer cuando esté en nivel 48. Pues si no la espada no... La voy a usar poco, la de acero. También tengo que cambiar monedas, dinero por otro. ¿Dónde estaba el banco? Pues no te aparece. No sé dónde está el banco. Tengo que ir al banco y no me acuerdo. No sé si es acá. Acá me parece. Y tenemos un montón de monedas para cambiar.
Wish you health.
Oh, we thought it was young.
You're looking well. Top form, my dear. Cheeks ruddy as strawberries. White as a water.
Speak Lepiota! Man's root for lust is the coin of all evil!
Oh, we thought it was young.
You're in all too sad. Welcome.
Ya me voy.
Igual los cuadros valen baratos, podría comprar algunos para decorar. Ahora que decorar la casa. Creo que a partir de acá sí, a partir de acá. ¿Esto qué es? Retrato. Ah, no lo guardé. Ah, claro, si no fui a la casa todavía. ¿Ves? Acá tengo muchos florines. No, cosa de caballo no tengo.
So long.
Arc, Beauclerc!
Greeting.
What do you have up?
Bueno, espada de acero. Esta la vendo, esa no.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Ahí me voy a reparar las cosas.
Greeting.
What do you have on? Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Me ponía a vender la comida al arborista.
Into the streets of the Outfield between 10 o'clock in the morning and 8 at night.
Are returning?
Let me see.
Mira, me alcanzó justo para venderle todo.
So long.
Came up with something awful this year.
Arc, Beauclerc! Her most great
A ver, el banco. Parece que saca el banco.
Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of these murders.
Long live Toussaint!
Here in Beauclerc, all's right and fair.
No, no es acá. Era un edificio grande.
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me.
No, esto es como una plaza. Acá, no sé, no me acuerdo. Acá hay un bar.
I dreamt I was a wolf.
Their mates are ruled with ease, yet every last one is free of disease.
Acá está. Donde está esto, gran plaza. Vamos a cambiar las monedas.
Yes? Can I help you?
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own.
I'd like to change some coin.
By all means.
Esa mina está ahí.
Come by later.
Effort at your service, sir. La 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 la.
Bueno, ahora vamos acá al viaje rápido.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
La armadura... Vamos a ponerla acá. El tema de la espada, pues yo no tengo lugar, porque acá quería poner la otra. La que tengo puesta ahora.
Tasty. So.
A ver, acá arriba. Y acá arriba no creo. Bueno, la guardo en el cofre. Ah, guardamos esto. Ah, y el cuadro, ¿dónde lo pongo? A ver, lo ponemos ahí. Ahí pusimos el blasón. Vamos a ponerlo acá. Bueno, tengo que ir a buscar el limpiabotas.
If they would just stick to work as they take to dancing.
Eat some. Nourish yourself. You need color.
Cut you, you little fart!
Whatever's the problem, kind sirs?
This month. Rain or shine, it's all right here. Now we know why.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here!
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
You're not a complete bug. We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach
Circle
him!
to
Circle him!
nose and cheeks.
Yeah!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
I'll take him from the left!
All together, on three! Blood! Blood! Charge! Take him for a ride!
Stay together! At least try to!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Hostia.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Le damos todo.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. Wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's odd, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the bootblack mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Ya estamos en 47, un poquito más. Ya avanzamos.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice little trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
This slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Dettlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Dettlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Dettlaff's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched, for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renawed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find out.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills, for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Me había olvidado de ver eso. Parece que ese es el retrato de la chica.
Geralt, I'd never wish to give the impression I do not enjoy your company. The truth is quite the opposite, in fact. However...
Yeah, I know. Detlef's not likely to show up as long as I'm here. But 5 minutes won't hurt, will it?
I suppose not. I was wrong to press you to go. You wish to ask something?
Been meaning to ask you. How'd you and Detlef meet?
A somewhat uncomfortable subject.
I'm all ears and I got time.
As you well know, during my teething years I had a spell during which I abused blood. Among vampiric youth I was, all false modesty aside, rather popular. I ran with the plasma crowd. I made a great many acquaintances, one of whom was Detlef. But our paths soon diverged. You see, our band had an appetite for chasing youthful capers. Blood-guzzling contests, that sort of thing. Let's turn into bats and terrify the ladies. Detlef thought it all foolish. He was right, of course. Though I only came to understand this later.
Sorry, just can't imagine you as a young vampire rabble-rouser, renegade, punk.
You know of our exceedingly long lifespans. They allow us plenty of time to change. I, for one, thank the gods for that.
Just wondering, what if Detlef doesn't show?
He'll show.
Tell me, how's this work? When I need a short answer, concise, quick, you're likely to give me a scholarly lecture. But when I could use some details, elaboration, all I get is a few grunts. What's that about?
Allow me to explain. When speaking of facts, tangible matters, I do indeed strive to express myself precisely and at length. However, when our discussions center on affairs of the intuition or things vampiric, my utterances are indeed towards the taciturn. For even the longest discourse would not allow me to explain to my interlocutor any issue of this purview satisfactorily. Therefore, I repeat, Dettlaff will show, sooner or later.
Take care, Regis.
Bueno, tenemos que ir a ver a la duquesa. Yo creo que si vamos a ver a la duquesa, ya paso de nivel, Y ya me centraré en las misiones secundarias. Podemos ir derecho o vamos con viaje rápido.
You're only kapooks, no lad.
Estamos en el vino es sagrado. Ya pasamos a otra. Bueno, quizás haga hasta esta, ¿no? Espero pasar a nivel 48.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Need more time.
Make haste. Time is of the essence.
No me dieron experiencia, ¿no? Vamos a tener que ir entonces. Para que me pongo... Oh, me quedo así, después si pasa algo me tomo los extractos.
We all await. You are holding things up. May we depart for Castel Ravello?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
¿A dónde nos dirigimos? A un viñedo, ¿no? A ver. Ah, este, ¿no? Ahora lo veré cuando...
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Bueno, hay problemas.
Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us! Back, you beast!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank you.
it happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Mira, ya me dieron 360 de experiencia matar dos panteras.
Let's go.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant, could be the steward, could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here, Mr. Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Ah, hay que subir arriba. Para ver cuál era. No me acuerdo cuál era.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
El sangrial. Ese es el que tenemos que...
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here.
De ese no dijo nada. Bueno, es... ahí arriba es entonces. Este es. El sangrial, a ver. Ah, no. Entonces está arriba. Este.
Sanreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
1269 tiene que ser. Mira que hay loot acá. Este. Ah, no, este tampoco.
Sanreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek. This one is full.
¿Y pero cómo le doy? No me dice. No me deja. Acá.
Full. Full. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool. Very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? At the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
¿A dónde tenemos que ir? Gira la cosa. Bueno, ya estamos en 48. Ah, mirá. De paso vamos a hacer eso también.
We would not have made it far without your grace.
Vamos a dejar las misiones principales, las dejo por acá. Yo me voy a hacer la espada y voy a completar todo lo que me falta.
Witcher, hurry.
Visita. Ah, cambié de misión. Vamos a ir a Corvo Blanco, así dijo la espada que tengo. Tengo que ir a buscar las runas. Tenemos que ir a ver qué pasó con la señora que le saqué la maldición. Ah, mira.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family is long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
La tenemos como cocinera.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet...
Yeah.
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Tenemos cocinera, ¿verdad? Bueno, la voy a dejar acá, la otra espada. Estante. Pero ¿por qué no puedo? Esta me la voy a sacar. ¿Por qué no puedo seleccionar la otra? Ah, es para una sola, No, es para dos. Ah, para. Ahí ponemos esta. Ahí está. Bueno, me voy con una espada porque me la voy a hacer y le pongo el encantamiento. ¿Qué necesito para el encantamiento? La de Devana necesito. ¿Sí, a dónde está? Tengo menor nada más. Bueno, entonces necesito 4. Necesito 4 porque son... Con 2 hago una la siguiente. Y después con las otras 2 hago la tocha. Después de Soria. Esta necesito 2. Y Perum mayor. Mira, esta siempre tuve. Una sola. Bueno, voy acá. Incluso me la podría fabricar en Novigrado. Me parece que no hace falta, porque yo si no tenía que ir acá al gran armero de acá. Me parece que voy ahí y lo hago todo acá. Con el encantador.
The world's never-ending tree.
Vamos acá a ver. Este creo que también la puede hacer. Espada de acero. Esta es. Es buenísima, 100% de bonificación, 20 de crítico tiene. Y te pide cosas básicas. Bueno, esto... Bueno, ahora la vamos a encantar. Ah, tengo que... Claro, me olvidé de hacerla. Artesanía... acá. Grifo dejar... ¿Cuál era? No me acuerdo. Esta era... Hago las dos. Devana mayor, ¿dónde estás? Esta, está arriba, está mal ordenada. Esta y la otra... La de Perú no, ¿cuál era? La de Soria. Pero ¿dónde está la de...? No, pará, ¿qué estoy haciendo? La de Devana ya la hice, la... Pará. Ah, ya está. Mayor, listo. Ahí está. Ahora quiero ver el tema de desmontar, ¿está? Desmontar, a ver. Que estoy agarrando unos minerales en el DLC. Esto, ¿no? A ver. Pepita. No, ya está, listo.
Thanks. So long.
Bueno, ahora sí, la mejor espada de acero. Ahora yo tengo que empezar a limpiar el mapa, todo eso. ¿Qué voy a hacer? No sé. Podría venir acá a empezar a limpiar todo. O tirarme con las misiones para... Caldote. Ah, vamos a hacer eso, ¿no? Esto también. Hay una misión ahí también. A ver si era la puerta que yo decía ¿o no? No, para...
Might want to look around some.
No, no es esto, ¿eh?
Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Full. Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Full. Nothing interesting here. This one's full too.
Justo el último que voy a probar.
Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Ah, mira, algo para decorar. Bueno, podría ser esta también. Caballeros soldadores por todos lados, ¿no? Estamos acá. Bueno, pero esta, vamos a hacer esta también. Pero voy a hacer esto. Y después hago esa signo de interrogación. De admiración, digo. Voy a hacer esta de acá, que ya la tenemos de paso ahí. Acá y voy a...
Dressings, bandages. The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken, femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. The smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous and
it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I'd prefer to accompany you.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Recreación histórica.
Strange armor. Wounds unusual too. What's going on here? Trail leads to the house on the hill,
which stands silent as a grave.
Voy a sacar esto porque ya lo estoy haciendo.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
Ah, se habrá tirado ahí y se golpeó y se arrastró.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Swords ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Something catch fire, explode, strike. multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burn smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
Gente quemada. Es raro.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamonton de Severan, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge? The giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Qué casualidad, justo ahí tenemos al tío este.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethaf, the Elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Lo que tiene la armadura felina, que no le puedes quitar la capucha, pero si a Geralt le pones una máscara, se le quita. Por eso ahora estoy así. Bueno, tenemos que encender las lámparas. Yo pensé que me tenía que cambiar la ropa, dije otra vez. Esta armadura es buenísima.
Don't interrupt. Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of linen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands.
Delante del trono.
Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine. Gwent, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. Long last, the Elfin King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Usa la espada élfica y los escudos. ¿Y el escudo? Ah.
Elfin King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Ahí está. Bueno, ahora me equipo como estaba antes. Los magos son terribles. Estamos usando la espada de acero. Ahí va. Hay que matar a las magas. Ahí ya está.
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Divethaf. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Tefethef was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet, he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Tefethef had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
Los humanos tampoco.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this. Reward.
Farewell.
Bueno, ya está la misión.
Slow now.
Acá no sé si fui. Ah, mira, esta es la misión. Tenemos que ir ahí también, Bueno, voy a hacer estos de acá y después voy al sur.
Come on, Roach.
My strength's gone.
Is it true peasants gotta carve his cows himself nowadays?
Faster.
That's it, Roach.
Afoot in that cave.
I'm going to save him, lads! What's your stones?
It's swallowed Phil and whole.
Lucky Gwent. That's the only reason you won me, Gwent told me. See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Don't Tittle.
I wonder how much a witcher pays in Texas.
Whoa there, sir. I guess those swords on your back aren't there as festoons. Maybe you could help me.
Maybe. Depends.
Well, there's a cave that to my mind would be splendid for aging wine. Not over dry and none too moist.
But?
Well, damn thing's full of noise. The arse-clenching sort. Clinkety, bangety, knockety kind. Sent McClarkin to sea been 2 days, and he's not back. I reckon it's aught to do with the elven ruins. Blah. That about the cave. So, lend us a hand, will you?
Could help, provided you can pay.
Agreed.
Fine. I'll have a look in the cave, see what lurks there.
A medida de esto después lo vendo.
In fact, I wonder if your Witcher pays any taxes at all.
Lo raro es que se quedaba quieta, no se movía de ahí.
Not your lucky day.
Esta tampoco se movía.
Is it over? All clear now? Did you manage it?
Yeah, all taken care of.
Ha! And 4 cold witches layabouts and freeloaders? Bollocks! Storehouse will be ready in 2 days at most. And here on in, you've cut rate prices on all my goods.
Not from around here, are you?
Nay, from Povis we are. Wandered south for the climb afore the First War. Chills up north were giving me wifey lumbago.
What you got on offer? Wouldn't mind a glance.
Me olvidé de dejar los trofeos en el baúl. Y este lo agarré en la cueva esa de la misión del profesor Moriau, pero no sé, no se puede vender. Mira, esto me queda todo. Esto lo puedo guardar. Cucharón de oro puro. Esto a veces se tendría que haber vendido al herrero, pero bueno.
So long.
The forest.
Move it.
Maggot-bummed freak! You gave me the hiccups!
Ah, también.
You killed him!
Tiene problema de prender
Son of
fuego.
attachments!
Alta espada. Creo que no lo leí. Queda 15% de causar incineración. La mejor espada de acero. La mejor espada de plata. Esta que está nivel 40. Ah, quedó nivel. Claro, queda nivel 43, pero va subiendo el daño. Yo ahora máximo tengo 614. Cuando pase 49, si miro, seguramente habrá subido. Y me gusta esto que tiene este DLC, que agarras una cosa y es como que se agarra todo junto. O sea que ya no no tenés que agarrar barril por barril. Antes tenías que estar así corriéndote del lugar, ahora es como que agarras todo el conjunto. Es más cómodo para el jugador. Ahora hay una ruina élfica. Está lleno de lobos esto. ¿Qué hay un portal acá? Se escucha como un portal. Mira, hay un cuerpo ahí. Ah, altas cosas tenía este. A ver qué hay acá. Espera, yo no estaba. Ah, era una barrera.
That's better.
Otra vez lo mismo. ¿Qué aparecen de la nada las antorchas entonces? Ah, tengo la máscara. Ah, pero es objeto de misión todavía. No debe pesar, supongo. Sí, pesa.
The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit.
Esta no será una de estas, a ver. Campamento de los arqueólogos. Me da que es esta. Para, vamos a ver ahí. Me parece que es esa. Mira, un lugar de poder. Está arriba. A ver. Ahí está. Este es el
Magic. A place of power.
Ah, no, abajo está. Vamos a ver esto. Ah, estos no son lobos, son los bichos estos.
They were scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a witcher.
Ahí está. Estaba relacionado con esto. Por eso no quise seguir investigando. El lugar de poder entonces está abajo, donde habíamos entrado en el portal. ¿Para dónde era? Acá no era. Acá.
Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it. Bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. Satchel looks like it belonged to a witcher. At Vesemir's request. Interesting. Too bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive.
Me dice que está arriba el... Ah, y esto no lo vi.
A witcher brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself too.
Bueno, esto ya está. Me quedan... ¿Cuántas me quedan? 3 me quedan. Pregúntale a la doña... Bueno, me quedan 2 y esa que... Y el lugar de poder es arriba, dice. Ya me encontré con 2.
The galleon's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
Ahí abajo debe ser, ¿no? Ahí está, este es el tercero que me encuentro. Bueno, vamos acá. Y después me voy para el sur. Estos son vampiros. Bueno, este está ahora. Podría ir todo por el camino ahí. Hasta ahí. Y después me mando hasta acá y vuelvo así.
Giddy up.
No, por acá no.
Ah.
Move it.
Ah, acá ya vine, me parece, sí. La de las guerras del vino. Bueno, ahora llegamos ahí y me voy para el sur. Hay fantasmas. ¿Qué es esto? Una Banshee. Sí, las Banshee son nuevas en este DLC. Son parecidas a las doncellas. Pero estas levantan esqueletos.
Move it.
Let's go.
Bueno,
Slower.
no me dejan. Supongo que acá debe ser lo mismo, así que me cruzo. A ver. No me deja, coño. Está bien, pero quiero ir para allá. Voy por acá, sí, después doblo.
Shimmer down, Ray. Puppy over.
¿Dónde está?
Come on. Slower.
Bueno, vamos a este. Y después vamos al otro. Tengo que reiniciar los extractos. A ver cómo voy ahora. 27, 40 y cada. La espada de acero tiene más probabilidad de crítico.
Run, Roach.
O sea, casi 50% de crítico. Y con las habilidades que tengo después... Claro, mato un enemigo, tengo... 80. O sea, mato a 2 y ya tengo 100% de probabilidad de crítico.
Let's go.
Hay gusanos ahí.
Giant centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
Giddy up.
A ver esto cómo va. ¿Y cómo puede ser que no tenga? Ah, porque estoy arriba del caballo, a ver. Ah, porque estaba arriba del caballo, mira. Esto estaba buscando yo. ¿Y dónde está el de...? Ah, tengo dos. Entonces, a ver... Ah, ya tengo 5 puntos, buenísimo. Me puse este. Este que me pide, a ver. Ah, 7 puntos. Me conviene hacer estos. Todos me piden rojo. Ah, ya tenemos una más, buenísimo. Bueno, estas ya están. Voy a pasar esta acá. Esta la pasamos acá. Voy a meter un poquito más el ataque. Ahí. Esta no creo que logre. Desbloquear 12. Si serían todas, ¿no? No sé si no me va a dar ya. Bueno, pero por lo menos tengo 3. Y aumenté un poquito más el daño, 15%. Acá tengo las pasivas.
Whoa there, Roach.